I'll start with the first game of the day, and I was very, very discouraged on Saturday. I planned my day. I thought Notre Dame Navy kicked off at 11:30 Central Time,
Did not.
and I was like, I'm like, what the heck? And I go, it's 1:30. So I'm like, okay, well, I didn't plan anything for these 2 hours of time, but really just off that game. One, I don't know. I don't think Navy's going to be very good this year. Notre Dame did what they should have done, and I think that is a positive step forward for Marcus Freeman because we talked about last year. They started off 3-3 in their first 6 games. Started off slow against teams like Stanford, Marshall, teams that they should have beaten probably by multiple scores. And I think they just came out here and they handled their business. And I think they showed you why they wanted Sam Hartman. He was incredibly efficient. 19 to 23 for 251 yards, 4 touchdowns. It also helps they're averaging 6 yards a carry and just completely overwhelming Navy's defensive line. Those offensive or Audric Estemi basically had clear running lanes the entire game, and I think that's the formula they're going to use. We got a piece of kind of what this new look offense is going to look for Notre Dame. As you can see, it's very much more pro styled, a lot of under center. And I think Sam Hartman, you couldn't have really asked for a better debut from him. And look, we don't know what Notre Dame, they really don't. I think it's what their first real big game is like in 3 weeks at NC State.
Yep.
So we're not going to see them really tested here the next couple weeks with Tennessee State and Central Michigan. And I think you're happy about that as an Irish fan because that's 3 more games where you should win those fairly easily, but it's more to get Sam and the rest of that offense in focus. But I think overall, a really, really nice debut for Notre Dame.
Yeah, not much for me to add. I mean, this was a game that was never really in doubt. It was 28-0 at halftime. Notre Dame wins 42-3. Lucas touched on the balance offensively. You had 253 rushing passing yards. Sam Hartman 19 of 23 for 251 yards, 4 touchdowns. 191 yards on the ground, averaging 6 yards a carry. A couple true freshmen really balling out on offense for Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love, 4 carries for 40 yards. And then Jaden Greathouse, 3 catches, 68 yards, two touchdowns. He had some really nice connections with Sam Hartman. They're really, really, really high on the true freshman receiver from the state of Texas. Offensive line, what we expected. Notre Dame did whatever it wanted to Navy. And defensively, I thought this is Notre Dame allowed only 2.6 yards per carry for Navy. Navy they had fewer than 200 yards on offense. So just a complete another kind of domination for Notre Dame and a really nice statement for them, right? You have Marcus Freeman in year 2. You have a new quarterback in Sam Hartman. There's a little bit of buzz there, and you did nothing to kind of take the shine off of Sam Hartman and your new offense.